Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Vormithrax, and more Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead is coming up. So we're pretty much done with the Bling Betsy challenge. That one just kicked my butt over and over again. I've decided to set that one aside for a bit. I think I'm going to need to fine-tune that one a little bit. The settings are just too tough, and the deaths are just too hard to take given the amount of effort involved in trying to finish it. I'll return to it at some point, put it back in the rotation, and give it another try sometime in the future. But we're going to try out a new idea that I had. So, as always, during my live streams, you can use the chat commands. I got to remember to put this... Whoops, actually, I don't think I set the challenge info. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to update the challenge info. It is wrong. Alright, don't want to give people the wrong impression of which challenge we're doing. Alright, so this is not going to be the Bling Betsy challenge. I'm done with that one for now. So like I was saying, you can always use the chat commands, ! Challenge. Give you an overview of what I'm going to be trying. Settings to see the world settings, and Modlist to see my list of mods. So, for this evening's broadcast, we're going to be trying a new one called the Escape from New York Challenge. So we're going to play as a Bionic Spec Op Soldier, Bob Snake Plissken, who's 72 hours to rescue POTUS. That stands for President of the United States, if you're not aware. So we have to rescue POTUS from the center of a size 16 city and return him safely to the extraction site for pickup. We'll be playing the helicopter crash scenario. Can I rescue the President before the 72-hour deadline expires? So there's a few things about this that are going to be a little different, and I'm not sure 72 hours is actually in any way, shape, or form possible or reasonable, so I might have to adjust that out to like a week or something. I don't know yet. We're going to give it a few tries with the 72-hour time limit and see just how close I can get. If I get even remotely close, I'll keep giving it a try, so we'll see how we go. But other than that, I've got it set on pretty standard default settings, so I figured that would be a hard enough setup. I wanted something more of a short-term challenge that I could just kind of pile drive into and give an attempt and then get back out again. Not have a 60-episode series for this one. So I went pretty standard on most of the world settings. I did update my experimental in between, so when I start a new series I do update, and I have done that. So there's a whole bunch of new stuff's been added in the last month that I haven't dealt with before. I may not run into a lot of it for this particular playthrough. I don't know how much butchering I'm going to be doing for those mechanics and so on. So we'll see how much I encounter, but I'm sure I'm going to run into things that are new and that I haven't seen before, so looking forward to that. I've got the settings on default with the exception of the city size. I got that at max at 16. City spacing 2. We might need to quit, generate a few times to get a world setting that I want. Now I am going to be playing with revealed map, so I'm going to start the game map, or start the world. We're going to reveal the map, because we came in on a helicopter, so I'm going to assume that we actually got a good lay of the land view while we were flying in the helicopter before it crashed. I'm going to pick the dead center of the nastiest, biggest city I can see on the map that's revealed. That will be our point where the president is at. We'll have to work our way into that position. Once I get dead center of the nameplate of the city, that's where the president will spawn. If I can get to that location, then I will use the debug menu to spawn in an NPC and debug him so he trusts me and follows me. I'll put him in one building on the intersection right there in the dead center of the nameplate, and I'll go in and get him, and then we have to get him back out into the site of the helicopter crash. That's the last position that our support troops knew that I was at, so that's where they're going to try to pick us up in 72 hours. So we got to get into the city, dead center, right on the nameplate, and then grab the president and get out safely with him, get back to the helicopter crash site, and that'll be considered a victory. So the big question mark is the time frame. I really don't know if 72 hours is remotely possible. We're going to give it a few tries, and then we'll kind of adjust as we go. But I like the idea behind it, so we'll go with the theme, and then we'll just change the particulars to make it something that's actually doable, and I'll slot it into my rotation of themes that I try to do. But I like to have some kind of a goal or progress measurement that I can go through. The totally open sandbox can get kind of get boring after a while, so we're going to go with this one. So let's go ahead and load it up. I've already got the world created, so we're just going to go to New Game, Preset Character. Here we go with Snake. The world is Escape. Alright, and we are Bob, Snake, Bliskin. Yes, this is a movie from the 80s, for anybody old enough to remember, or is a real sci-fi nerd. And are you sure you're finished? Oh, no I'm not. So here's the character. I just went with some pretty basic stats. 10, 10, 7, 9. Slow reader, high adrenaline, fast metabolism, heavy sleeper, imperceptive healer. My favorite trait. So we're not going to heal hardly at all, but we're on a pretty short timeline, so I don't think that'll be all that bad. Solid Snake and Snake Plissken are, I don't know if technically they're supposed to be the same or not, but no, this goes way back before Solid Snake. This is an old Kurt Russell movie from the 80s, Escape from New York. So, exact same scenario. Snake had to go into New York. I don't think he was a Bionic Spec Ops Commando, but who knows what he was early in his life. So we're doing the Escape from New York one, though. We got to go in and rescue the president, get him out in a certain time frame. So for positive traits, we just got high adrenaline, melee weapon training, which I'm going to take a Screama, and Indefatigable. And then for negatives, the biggest one is the imperceptive healer. I'm not going to hardly heal at all, so I'm going to be pretty avoiding damage as much as I can. And then I didn't take much in the way of traits or skills beyond what they start me with for the Bionic Spec Op, other than I took enough melee and unarmed to make sure I got the max advantages out of the Eskrima martial arts style that we're going to take. So if we're using our combat knife, we're going to be pretty damn effective with that, with the Screama and the max abilities. Alright, so we're going to say yes. We're going to pick a Screama, and let's see what we get. Oh yeah, one other thing. I have changed the tile set. I'm using the tile set. Oops, right there. MSX++ Dead People. So this is part of the MZotto Plus tile set that's been updated a whole bunch by some dead guy. That's his handle. So I've heard pretty good things about it, and I'm familiar with the MZotto Plus. Anybody that's been watching my channel for a while knows that I've used it in the past for a number of scenarios. So we're going to switch to that for a while. It's going to take my brain a little while to get used to the new graphics again, but apparently it's got the most up-to-date graphics set for all the different changes that have been made recently. So we're going to go with it. So that's why things look pretty different. I'm also not used to this. The crash sites actually have vehicles now, and we're in a helicopter full of nasty zombies. No bio-operators. So, alright, let's go see what we've got for a map. Now, like I said, I may have to quit out and regen a few times to get something I'm actually going to want to attempt. So, let's first use the debug menu. We're going to reveal the map. We flew in, so we've got a good idea of what the overworld map is. Now we're going to take a look, and this is not big enough here. Let's put us right outside the city of Wade, but that's nowhere near big enough. I want one of the big size 16 cities, and I'm not seeing one anywhere close enough to make this realistic, so we're going to regen this one. I don't like this one, so we're going to commit suicide. Out we go. Goodbye, Snake. Alright, world, escape, reset, yes. New game, preset, Snake. Okay, looks like we got us crashed in some woodland area here. So, whoops, no, that doesn't look good either. Reveal map. Alright, any supersized cities nearby? That's a pretty good supersize. So, Cape Elizabeth definitely counts. Also kind of melded with Orwell. And that's the only one on this overworld map. Hey there, Remo. Wrong Kurt Williams movie. Or Kurt Russell movie. Alright. I may do a Big Trouble in Little China. One if I can figure out a way of implementing the theme. So we got Blackstone, and then across the river we got by far the biggest city. Cape Elizabeth here is a little too towards the outside. So it's either Orwell right here, or we pick a new map. I'm not sure I want to be quite so far. How far am I here? So I'd have to go... I guess that's not unreasonable. Alright, let's go with Orwell. So we're going to pick Orwell. That's where we're going to say the president has landed, right on the nameplate here. So I need to pick it part of the intersection. And then we need to pick a building that the president's actually going to be held in. So what do we got? We got a strip club. That sounds like a good place for the president to be at. A gun store. That would actually be a pretty good one. Fire station. I was hoping to find a close... There's a bank right there. Actually, there's one right here as well. A bank vault would be a good place to be holding the president. I'm not sure I'd be able to get into a bank vault in the 72-hour time frame, though. Let's go with the strip club. I'm not even sure what a strip club looks like. That's a new building I don't think I've ever seen before, so I'm happy to go with the strip club. So we'll make a note right here. President is here. So I have to go into the strip club. Once we get inside, we'll pick a room for the president to be held in, and then I will use the debug menu to generate an NPC, debug him to follow me, and then we have to get him out of here safely. Okay, so we've got that part of it set up. So looking at the map, we got two sarcophagi next to each other. Two hazardous waste sarcophagus right on top of each other. That's pretty funny. We've got a motel. That might not be a bad first stop. Also got two mansions nearby. No mansion on our way there. Rest area, FEMA camp. Oh no, we got a fungal bloom. Damn it. I'm gonna bag the map just because there's a fungal bloom directly between me and my objective. God, those things suck. I probably should have turned fungus off for this particular one. Yeah, I'm not real excited about having a fungal bloom directly between me and them. Yeah, we'll go with it. I think it's far enough away. Alright. Yeah, I should probably debug myself a watch. Nah, well, let's not. I mean, we know it's 8 a.m. day 4. If it becomes an issue, I'll check the time and go that direction. But we'll probably come across a watch or a cell phone or something in between. I can just step into a vehicle to check the time as well. So I won't debug anything in. Alright, so here's our character. That's our inventory, I mean. So we've got okay gear. Spec Ops starts with standard Army gear, Army jacket, Army pants, and so on. The big things are the RM51 assault rifle with an extra 50 rounds. So we've got 100 rounds of really high-end ammo. We've got a laser pistol, which I hate. I can't stand the laser pistol. We also have the combat knife. So combat knife and the assault rifle are the big things. And we don't have a lot in the way of carry capacity. Alright, and this time we got a different vehicle. So we got, what is this? Helicopter, just says bird wreckage. Alright, so not sure what kind of helicopter crash this is, but totally different from the other one. We had like 5 zombies in the other one. This one we've just got the zombie military pilots so far. There might be other stuff out here, but this is completely new to me. I'm not used to seeing vehicles here. Okay, here's our character sheet again for anybody just joining. So, Bionic Spec Op starts with those weapons I showed you, plus we've got Bionic systems. We've got a targeting system, air filtration, subdermal carbon filament, electroshock unit, adrenaline pump, implanted night vision. Actually, we have an adrenaline pump, and I took the adrenaline... Yeah, high adrenaline trait. Didn't think about that. Implanted night vision, so I didn't take night vision as a trait, because I knew we had the implanted version. Internal UPS, repair nanobots, which is also huge. That's why I don't mind so much the imperceptive healer trait, because we've got repair nanobots, sensory dulling, and metabolic interchange. Okay. We're also in unmanageable pain, but hey, we're not bleeding. Usually when I start one of these helicopter crashes, I'm bleeding from at least 1, sometimes 2 or 3 body parts. Alright, so let's turn that off, step out of the vehicle. I'm going to walk around. I'll leave the pilot there for the moment. He can just kind of follow me around. I just wanted you to look at the back of the helicopter here. Alright, so nothing back there to worry about. Go ahead and step into the wreckage there, zombie. Let's activate our knife. Let's get our knife out real quick. See how the knife does against a helicopter pilot. I'm not sure what kind of stats they have. So we hit for 14 with a fan strike. We hit for 13. Hit for 17. And I think I'm going to back off. Get him to step on another. Hit for 12, and down he goes. I should have let him move off of the space, so I screwed that up. I shouldn't have killed him on top of the wreckage. Alright, first mistake. Hey, we got a bear in the area. Okay, reload the mounted M134 DH minigun. Nah. Well, we got 2 rocks and a bear nearby. Alright, so... catching up with chat. Alright, yeah, I've got a Screama combat style, which melds well with the combat knife, and I took the melee and unarmed skills, exactly what I need to maximize all of the abilities from the Screama and combat knife. If I can grab a Tonfa, I can use that as well. And some other things. I can't remember all the weapons that a Screama works with. Alright, I've got nothing to consume. We're out in the middle of forest. So, what are we going to do here? Oh, lovely. I said I was about to go up to the ranch here, or the farmhouse, but I'd have to go right through the anthill to do it. Do we just cut through the forest straight towards the town? Try to get to like that? I like this nice buried... Ooh, we got a mansion right there as well. Oh boy. Hey there, MJP. POTUS is an NPC that I will summon in the center of the town. So I think a lot of people have joined in here in the last few minutes. So the Escape from New York challenge is, we're pretending this is the city of New York. Orwell here. The POTUS is hanging out right here. POTUS crashed in his helicopter transporting to a new location, and he got captured and dragged into the middle of the city. We have to go in and rescue him, so I have to get to this building, the strip club, where he's being held. Once I've cleared it, I will use the debug menu to summon an NPC, and I'll make sure it's a useless NPC. President's not going to help me fight. Then I'll get him to join me, and I have to get him safely out of town and back to the crash site, which is way back over here. Up here. Right over here. So there's the crash site. I probably better make that there. Alright. And I got 72 hours to do it under the current setup. I might have to extend that. We're going to give it a couple of tries, see how close I actually get. Then we'll adjust as needed. But that's the way this challenge is set up. So I got to get to the strip club right here in the center of the town, get the president, and then safely get him out of the town and back to the strip club, or back to the crash site. Right there. That's where we will get a rescue pickup in 72 hours. Alright. I think 72 hours is probably too short a time frame. But we'll see what I can manage. That'll give me 3 full nights to try to creep my way there. And I'm going to have to figure out the best route. Obviously, this is the shortest route in directly, but there's not much in the way of cover that way, unfortunately. Cover, for my purposes, is houses that have basements and things like that. Oh, I think I forgot to mention in the notes, another big thing, another big change, or potentially big change, is I actually turned Z levels on. So Z levels are turned on, so I can't just easily hide downstairs or upstairs and such. So we'll see, but we'll give it a few tries with the 72-hour time limit. I may extend it to a week. I don't want to go more than a week. So if it's not even remotely doable within a week, I'll have to rethink the challenge, because I just don't think anything else is really useful or interesting. Okay. Hey there, generic white male. Now today we're using the Mzotto Plus modded version by some dead guy. I'll show it one more time here. Oops, there it is. MSX++ dead people. Alright, so what are we going to do? We've got a rest stop just to the south. That might have a few items. We got a radio tower, which is useless. So what I'm debating is running over to this hotel. I don't need the map that I would normally want to go to a hotel for, and Actually, what would I get at a hotel if I'm not going to stay there and make a base out of it? Actually, there's not much reason to go to a hotel right now. Alright, I should be able to, in the first day, or the first 3 or 4 hours, get to the outskirts of the town right here. So I think I'm going to make this my destination. We'll stop at the rest stop, we'll follow the road to the tower, and then we'll kind of work our way over. I'm worried about the fungal bloom here. I totally forgot about the fungal bloom. I was really excited about this really kind of off the beaten path area, housing area here, but with fungus in the area, might be better to go to the mansion right here. Kind of follow the road here, go south of the FEMA camp, head to the mansion. I can at least probably get partially geared up and get some food items at the mansion. And then there's a lot of housing for me to kind of work my way through as I work my way down into the city. I gotta kind of figure out what my... how would I do this? Obviously, I've got to come in from this western side of the city. I want to stay to the housing. Oh man, there's an anthill right here. God. First place I look, I've got a fungal tower, or fungal bloom right next to. Second housing area I look at, I've got an anthill right in the middle of it. Which is both good and bad. The ants will cause a pretty good distraction for the zombies. Final spot, I could try to get down in this area here, right off the river. That way I could base out of there and try to clear my way, pick like this street and try to clear my way down towards the center of town, towards Orwell, to get to the strip club. I'm undecided whether I'm going to need to clear a route in or try to sneak my way in at night. It is standard settings. I don't have anything crazy like double zombie spawns or super evolution factor with late starts or anything like that. So we've got a pretty high power character that should be able to handle himself pretty well, especially at night against just standard shady zombies. He should just tear them up. He'll take incidental hits and probably get his clothes ripped off pretty quick, which will be an issue. But he should be able to handle them pretty easily, especially with the repair nanobots. So I need to find a path where I can get constant food so I can keep my power levels up on my Bionics using the metabolic interchange. So how are we going to do this? Rest stop. Do I hit the mansion or not? I think I am going to try for the mansion. Let's ignore the rest stop. I'm going to go east, follow this road, go south of the FEMA camp. There's no good reason to go to the FEMA camp. We'll go straight to that mansion if we can manage it. Then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. We'll see how we do at the mansion, make some decisions after that. I don't want to plan too far ahead. We may run into some serious problems or something else may change our plans. So let's make that our first goal. Let's get to the mansion. I do have damage. I've got a little bit of power. I've only got 250 max, so if I turn on those repair nanobots, it will repair me up, but it'll zero my power out. I don't have any way of getting the power back other than the metabolic interchange. So I'm going to hold off on actually healing that up. Alright, let me just double check a few more things here and we'll get moving with this challenge. Okay. Hey there, everybody else has joined in. X-Joseph and Corgon, welcome. Yeah, it's just a matter of food. I don't start with a single thing to eat, so I gotta be careful initially until I can secure some food and drink. I gotta be careful about using that metabolic interchange. I'll starve or dehydrate myself before I even get near my target. And we got a whole bunch of pain going on as well. And that's a new change as well. I don't know the exact pain number. I just know we've got a lot of it. We're getting 15% negative from our pain currently. That's actually quite a bit. Alright, so unfortunately, like I said, I made a mistake of killing that pilot on the rubble, or on the wreckage, so I can't loot what he might have had. So that was a mistake, but let's go ahead and get moving. Hey there, moose, squirrel, and coyote. No, you guys really don't want none of this. You really don't. Okay. I got time. Whoa, okay. So this is the new butchery system. I don't know a lot about it yet. I got to do a bunch of research and do a quick tip or a university series on it, but I haven't yet, so this is the first time I've encountered it. Let's just do... yeah. Seems like it should like gray out something you can't actually do currently. I don't have a rope on a tree. I don't have a butchering rack on a flat surface. I mean, yeah, it tells you there it's not going to do it, but I don't know. It just seems weird. It should like gray it out or something for stuff you can't really do currently. I assume I can do that. Yeah, stop butchering. Go away, stupid coyote. So what do we get? Whoa, alright. That's going to take a lot of getting used to. Give me 10, I guess? 2.8 out of 6. That's fine for now. If it's that easy to get that much meat, I'm not going to worry about it. Zombie bio-operator hits the fox. Hey there, zombie bio-operator. Normally I'd be gung-ho to kill bio-operators to go after the CBMs, but with the time frame I'm on, the likelihood that I'm going to be able to install any CBMs is pretty much nothing. So I'm just going to avoid them. Alright, this is where a nice vehicle would come in really handy. Yeah, it's probably another crash site. I don't know enough about the new crash sites. Yeah, I guess killing them actually wouldn't be a bad thing if I could get better gear. Let's actually go back and kill those guys. But let's do it with the rifle. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Whoa, maybe not. Big crash site. See a basket in the front. An Osprey. B-22 Osprey. Not so much the loot from the wreck I'm interested in, it's the loot from the zombies. Do I want to use this many rounds of ammo? 3 bio-operators? Man, that'd be quite the eureka of CBMs normally. I believe I need to, dissect now, though, and I didn't look at what you need for that, but, that's a lot of opportunity for some pretty good loot. And it shouldn't be hard to drop with the rifle I've got. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright. Fire. 42 and 58. 268 points. Yeah, that's fine. What am I firing on? Am I on semi? I'm on semi. Alright. 2 heavily injured. I forgot to check. Alright, I don't have any hearing related CBMs. I also don't have earplugs. Alright, we'll go with it. Next. Look at that crowd. The crowd just keeps getting bigger. I may not be able to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's still 6 soldiers down there. Not even counting the 3 more bio-operators that are coming. That's 5 bio-operators and 6 soldiers down there so far. That's a crazy amount. Let's actually take a look. So there's a reason why I'm doing this right here. There's a Rivtech pistol. I think that fires... Nope, we're using 8x40 for this. So an MBR vest with ceramic plates. Another ceramic plates. There's an empty one. Is this going to be worth it or not? Figure 2 rounds per. We've got another 4, 10 coming. That's another 20 rounds at least. It's going to be a quarter of my ammo just to drop these things. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's clear them. Hello. Let that guy get a little too close. Alright, so the bio operators are down. I'm going to switch back to the pistol or the knife for this next one. Alright, so the Eskrima active. Oh, that's cute. So, does that symbol mean I'm deaf? I'm not seeing the deaf indicator anywhere. Huh. Alright, however. Come up on the bush. No damage. Crit for 10. Yeah. They got a little bit too much armor to take them with the knife, unfortunately. Alright, back to run mode. Let's get some distance. More distance. Now I got more coming in from the northwest. Is that a pilot? Yep, that's the pilot. They're coming in a little bit of a too strong of a group. I'm gonna have to start shooting from farther away, I think. Let's take this odd guy right over here first. Back to run mode. Okay. So we're down to 74 rounds. Took 26 rounds to clear that. So reload. Alright, grenade. That might come in handy. Everything is dirty, of course. Shotgun with ammo. We'll take that. Leave the rest. Another grenade. H and K with ammo. Not going to be able to carry too much more though. Even if these guys drop a rucksack, I won't be able to use it. Well, I won't want to use it. I'll hold off on that for the moment. Definitely grab the lighter. Probably go ahead and smash these while I'm here. The baton, I'm trying to remember, I think this works with a Eskrima. Let's drop that meat. Yeah, so baton works with a Eskrima as well. So that'd be a good alternative to combat or to the knife, depending on the situation. So let's activate it again. Oh boy. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, that just made everything worthwhile right there. An RM-614 light machine gun with 250 rounds of 8x40 caseless. Guess what my combat rifle fires? So, if I had to pick the one thing I was hoping to find, it would have been this or the 500 round magazine. So, we've got base. Now, I'm not going to say it's unlimited, but wow, that's going to help us with our mad dash into the city. I'm not going to take the light machine gun itself. I'm just going to take the ammo, but that's hilarious. Alright, we'll try. I can't even grab the laser sight. Alright, we're going to have to start making some decisions here. I'm going to drop the shotgun. I'm not going to use it over the rifle. Probably end up dropping the entrenching tool as well. Alright, let's unload the machine gun. And unload... Actually, I'll carry the drum magazine. Or I won't carry the drum magazines. Too much! Oh, it took quite a while to unload that. Yeah, it's too much ammo! That's funny. Alright. Let's see here. Red dot, activate. I've got the red dot, the laser sight, and the suppressor. Sure. Sure. Some of that's probably counterproductive. That's fine though. Alright, I can barely pick up the ammo now. Oh, it's not caseless FMJ, but oh well. I'll just have to deal with it. We can still fire it through this rifle. That's the only thing I care about. So, that was awesome. Next up, hey, look at this. Adderall and some antibiotic. And some full antibiotic. Well, this guy was packing. Oh, this is the military pilot? Jeez, they might need to get their loot table looked at. That's an awful lot of stuff off of one guy. Alright. Nah, I got enough light or fire making in the other one. Alright, that's all I care about here. Keep going. Molly pack. There's a backpack. And a Kevlar vest. Arg. I'm just trying to think, if I throw on the Kevlar vest and the backpack and we head straight to the mansion, chances are fairly good I'll come up with at least a single piece of soap. I don't even have... I think I'll... yeah. Urgh. Let's do it. Leaving so much awesome CBM stuff behind. Another Rivtech gun, or is that the one I looked at before? I think that's the one I looked at before. Alright, quick check of the vehicle here. That's actually pretty handy as well. I gotta be real close to my capacity. Oh, that's right, I put on the backpack. Can still see something right in here. Black box. And chunks and scrap metal. Human stomach and human flesh, human bones. Don't need another one of those. Army pants that fits. No, we're gonna keep what we got and just go with it for now. Alright, I think we're gonna call that good. Man, it bothers me on a really deep level to not be butchering half a dozen bio-operators for fancy CBMs. But I don't think it's going to be good for our time frame. And chances of me getting to install the CBMs, like I said, are really, really low anyway. So, we got a really good pile of stuff out of that, though. A couple of grenades, gas mask, lighter, both versions of antibiotics, and not least by any means, 250 rounds of ammo for our assault rifle. So I'm not going to be shy about using this assault rifle. How's our rifle skill? Hey, we got 6% skill off of that fight so far. Alright, we're in moderate pain. Adderall's not for pain. I don't have painkiller yet. Alright, let's get moving. Alright, so pretty good start to the series so far. A lot of things I'd normally be looking for, I'm not going to really pay attention to in this run, or I'm going to have to tell myself to ignore. Alright, I think I'm just going to go straight east with a little bit of a south bent, just to try to get to that mansion. So we'll go right through the forest. Let's actually switch back to our combat knife. Alright, got our knife out. Now, coyotes, you really don't want to mess with this guy. I'm trying to tell you. Really don't want to. Oh, you actually got a nip in, you little bastard. Oh, now comes the wolf pack. I don't want to fight a wolf pack. They're going to make me fight a wolf pack. I can't outrun the wolf pack. Or are they after the coyote who's after me? Now they annihilated the coyote and now they're coming after me. They're gonna be on me before I get the gun out. Alright, we're gonna go electroshock units. Let's hold off on that for a second. Alright, kind of figured that'd be the case. Oh yeah, one-shot him. Alright. Let's keep moving. How are we doing? We got a little ways to go still. Ideally, I'd like to get to the mansion, do a real fast clear, do a couple of crafting things, and then bail out of there and head to my next goal. If at all possible, I'd like to get... that's a long way to go, but I'd like to get all the way down here. I might be okay hanging out near the... actually, right here? Your campsite, it's still got the fungal bloom. We'll see. I don't want to make longer term plans. Things change too quick. Yeah, I like the tile set. I've used it in the past. Not this modified version, but the M-Shock Mzotto Plus tile set. Usually when I was running Peak K's Reimagining, because it had more of the tiles in that set. But I did famously lose a run because I had the tile set running and I didn't recognize a turret that was just a few steps away from me, because the graphic was different than I was used to. So I managed to get myself tilt just due to tile set blindness. Alright, one more woodland section here. Hello! Another huge crash site. Another Osprey. I think I'm going to avoid these guys. I'm too close to the town and the mansion. If I start shooting off the gun now, I will make a note of it. And unfortunately, I've got the attention of too many of them already. I'm going to have to loop around. Come on, zombies. Get distracted by some wildlife. Where am I? Oops, I'm a little far south. Coming up on the houses. This is not good, so... I've got zombies that way, and the north mansion to the north of me. Skip the mansion, go straight for the housing. Let's take a look at a couple of... Whoa, there's more zombies over there than I thought. Those shade zombies? Shady zombies, alright. Gotta get used to the different graphics again. Alright, none of that stuff scares me too much. Whoops, actually that guy there does. Don't want to deal with an acid zombie. Got me, Cruel Dwarf. It's the first time I've played with the updated experimental that actually has those aircraft at the crash sites, so I can't tell you much about why the zombie spawns are weird there. The settings for the game world are pretty much generic. Standard spawn rate, standard evolution, and all that, so it's nothing to do with that. Well, I gotta decide. I got a stream of zombies coming this direction from the crash site. So if I try to go north, I may get sandwiched between the zombies from the crash site, the zombies from these houses, and whatever's in the mansion. I'd rather not get triple teamed from 3 different areas. I can't waste a bunch of time circling a long way around. And I am pretty concerned about the fungal bloom. I've got to get south. Hey, there's another strip club. I can use that as a test area for the strip club incursion that I have to get to. Yeah, stupid acid zombies moving fast. Anything but an acid zombie would have been nice. I'm not going to be doing a lot of waiting. And 72-hour deadline, I can't afford to do much of any waiting. I was hoping to do a fast clear of the mansion, and then while still having daylight, actually doing a long jog south to at least this campsite, if not all the way down here. But trying to get to this location in the daylight is going to be kind of rough. Getting a working vehicle would be nice as well, of course. Problem here is, like I said, I've just got, the angles are all bad. I got a stream of soldiers coming from here. I can't deal with them except for with the gun. The knife won't work. And I've got zombies coming at me from the streets, and the mansion's going to have its own supply. So if I try to move straight to the mansion right now, I'm going to have to deal with a whole crapload of zombies. So I'm just trying to decide, do I bag the mansion and head straight south, or do I try a maneuver here? I'd hate to get swarmed with this pretty good start to this challenge. All that ammo. I could always just unpack the gun and just start blazing away, kill everything in the area that managed to come by. I mean, I've got almost 320 rounds. And it might be a good way of getting me some initial starting gear and to clear out a little safe area. But if I'm going to do that, I would rather do it somewhere more useful, like where I'm actually going to set up a base. So run all the way down here and then just go full-on guns akimbo blazing down in this neighborhood, clear this whole area for like 3 or 4 map spaces, just kill everything that shows up. That way I have a safe-ish zone to operate from, and then I can start trying to work my way in towards the center of Orwell to try to get to the president. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to work my way kind of southeast. I'll see if I can get into any of these houses as I work my way down. I got to remember I'm not playing a super fast character. Habits from previous playthroughs could get me killed too. Alright, so I got zombies coming straight up from that street. I'm gonna keep going diagonal. So, I think the dogs are... yeah, the dogs and the zombies got distracted, so they're going after... uh-oh. Hey there, heavy-duty cargo truck. You got tires? Ooh, you got tires. Faulty engine, good battery and alternator. Depends on which fault the engine has. I'm pretty curious. I want to go check out that thing. Alright, what you got? Faulty fuel filter and faulty glow plugs. I might still be able to get that moving. It's got some diesel, it's got some battery. May not be able to get it started with that much battery and the glow plug problem though. Oh, never mind, has no seat. Has no seat in the driver's position, I can't use it. I was looking at the wrong important information there. Alright, let's do some vandalism. What do we got? Bottle of rum? A cold bottle of rum? Things I need to get done. I need to get a few things done. Oh, here comes Acid Zombie. Alright, let's have the peaches now. Not as much as I hoped. Hey, look at that, we got a basement. You gotta be kidding me! First basement I go into. Alright, who's gonna call it? Which basement is this? Yeah, it looks like stream's having some streamy issues. It'll settle down here in a second. Yep, got a big bright red box telling me there's some stream upload issues. Don't know if it's internet problem, router problem. It's still connected in some way.